You want to learn on fire alarm system, then this is the right video for you. In this video you are going to learn how to read the drawing, how this fire alarm works, and what are the major components we used in the fire alarm system. So the major component we use, that is fire alarm control panel, and that fire alarm device is called a smoke detector we use to sense the temperature or fire in any room or any area. So suppose we have 10 floors or 5 floors or any building, and there are offices or rooms, and if some fire comes in one room, then people sitting or living in other area will not know immediately. Only with the big fire only they can understand that there is fire. So during this time, with the time delay, we will lose the life safety and the property, everything. So the main major concern to provide to install fire alarm system in the building is to save the time to come to know the fire immediately, so we can stop the fire through the water and the firefighting system. So in this video I will explain you how it works. Suppose the fire alarm control panel having connected with the other smoke detector and the other devices. So first I will explain you. We have some symbols here. So in this drawing these symbols are used. I will explain you one by one what is this type of device and how it works. So in fire alarm detection panel system, first one you can see that S is a smoke detector. There are two type of smoke detector. You easily understand there are a smoke detector and symbol is like that, S. Then the third one you can understand, this is heat detector. Generally heat detector we use in pantry or in the heating area, because if we install normal detector in a normal room in pantry or kitchen area, immediately with the little bit increase in temperature it will give signal to the fire alarm control panel, and then the fire alarm comes. So to avoid this one, we install heat detector in the pantry or kitchen area, or where the temperature a little bit more. And that fourth one, fourth one, we have fire alarm sounder with flasher. Sounder we install with the flasher light, because if fire comes, the fire alarm control panel will get the signal from sound detector, smoke detector, and it will send the signal to sounder to play the sound. So through the sound immediately people will know that there is fire in this building. And with flasher is given because if some people are deaf, they cannot listen the sound, so immediately with the light flashing they can understand there is fire in the building. So now there are so many systems are interfaced with the fire alarm system. So if any fire comes in the building, automatically a recorded message will be played, and through that people can understand that they have to evacuate the area immediately. So sounder plays a role, very big role in this fire alarm system. Without this, like a notification. Then we have sixth number, we have telephone we use to direct call to the civil defense department to send the fire brigade or the firefighting vehicle to stop the fire. And the seventh one is manual call point. Suppose the fire alarm signal doesn't come, and if somebody notice there is fire, so immediately they can break the glass and they can pull the manual station. So through that also it will send the signal to the fire alarm control panel, and the fire alarm control panel will give the sound. So this is for that one. Then eighth number we have AOM, that is control module. Through this control module, if some fire signal comes, so through this control module other devices like AC or other things can be shut down, because during the fire if AC keep running, then there will be more fire, because it will blow air, and through the oxygen the fire will be more. So that's why in case of fire comes, automatically other AC should be shut down. Then we have monitoring module generally we use for the other system to get the notification like FM200. Suppose in the FM200 panel we have gas discharge and other things. So this all notification you can get in the fire alarm control panel through this monitoring module. Even for the JCB valve and the other things, firefighting system, this all interface can be done by this monitoring module. Then FACP, as the name suggests, is the fire alarm control panel, and this is the main device. Through this we can program and we can get the data, which area having fault and which area having fire alarm. This all we can come to know. Then the last second one is mimic panel. Mimic panel, like this drawing only, there is a big drawing pasted on the wall, and in the wall panel and in this area, each and every area, there will be bulb. If some fire comes, suppose the fire comes in this area, so in this area there will be LED indicator that will be on, so immediately people can understand that there is fire is here. So it will save the time, because in the fire alarm control panel there is display, and there also it will show the number, device number, area where this fire comes, but it will take more time. To save the time, immediately people can understand through this mimic panel. So now we come to this, the last one is FACS panel, where it is this fire alarm firefighting control, that I will explain later. But before that, we need to review this drawing, how we can read the drawing. So it's very simple. It's look like very complicated, but it's very simple. As I explained you about this symbol. So the major component of this fire alarm system is a fire alarm control panel, then a smoke detector, then heat detector, then sounder, then manual call point, and the other modules are there. So here in this you can understand. So we have areas. Actually the range of a smoke detector is 9 meter of dia. Suppose here we have two smoke detector. Here you can see IL3 2F97, and the other one is IL3-2F98 AFC, above false ceiling detector. So each and every area you can see. Actually this drawing, here you can see there is gap between this smoke detector to this smoke detector, this 100. So in between there is a gap of 9 meter. So in the range of 9 meter you can install the smoke detector. Within this range only the detector can sense the temperature increase or fire. So it will give the signal to the fire alarm control panel. So it's very simple. The wiring is also very simple, because suppose there is, actually before it was like that, sounder and smoke detector was in one loop, but now as per QCD requirement, the separate circuit shall be pulled. Separate circuit shall be done for a smoke detector, and separate circuit shall be done for sounder. I will show you some sounder here. Sounder, I saw this here, this here, this is the sounder simple. F means manual call point. So this will be installed on the wall, and this is smoke detector on the ceiling. Actually this is the design drawing, it's not shop drawing. In shop drawing the everything will be explained, like the dimension and which one is on the wall and which are in the ceiling. All this detail will be in the in the shop drawing. So in this video, so here you can see these are the smoke detector are in a loop, means from the fire alarm control panel one cable will start to the first smoke detector. From the first smoke detector it will go to the another smoke detector. From another it will go to the, if some modules are there, in that in between that you can keep in a loop. But for the sounder it should be separate circuit, because for the sounder it required more decibel sound, so power supply will be different for that one. That's why we are using separate circuit for the sounder and separate circuit for the sounder, is small detector. So in the small detector, which are can be combined, like a small detector, heat detector, monitoring module, control module, MCP, this all we can put in a loop in one circuit. So it's very simple. It's starting from here and going to the other area. Then actually in this floor there is no fire alarm control panel, so I cannot show you. So easily you can understand it's coming from some area, and suppose it's coming starting from here, and from here it is going in one loop only, then it's going everywhere, and then again it going to the panel, means starting and end loop is going to the panel itself. So it's very simple. You can easily understand. So main thing is the symbol. Through the symbol you can understand the drawing, how you can read it. In this drawing there is no dimension, so at site nobody can install as per this. If this drawing is a scaled one, through the scale you can measure, but in actually the work will start through the shop drawing. So this is the design drawing only. So thank you very much for watching this video.